Hello everyone, I am your host Alex Mershon. We are on to week 2 of the WeArePR Lifting Chronicles. This is week 2 of our 531, so this is the week of threes. Let's start it off with bench day. Alright, we are here. We are back at it. Week number 2 of my modified 531. So for today we went on to benching for sets of 3. We just progressed up, ended up working up to 180 for 3. This actually felt pretty good. I don't even remember this day, honestly. I'm actually recording the audio. I'm about a week behind right now, so I'm recording the audio a little bit later. It looks like I completely misgrooved that third rep there, and that was awful. However, I somehow had the strength to overcome that one, and we fought through that one as my hip cramped up. After that, moved on to close grip. So as you'll notice, my lifting, there's not a ton of variation here. As you can see, if you compare this week to what last week's bench day was, you'll see they are relatively similar. The only thing that really changed was that I bumped up the weight a little bit on close grip, and I also bumped up the rep scheme. So I did sets of 5 instead of reps of 6 like I did last week. Moving on, my accessory work, again, you're going to see a lot of the very similar stuff from the first time around. This week, I bumped up to 40s on incline bench for sets of 12, I believe, is what we did. Again, everything felt good. I'm honestly not feeling like crazy sore right now after this first couple weeks back in the gym. Very first week was a little brutal. I think part of that was because I went so hard on week number 1, as in I threw in 2 extra days. This week I did not throw any extra days in, and I just did my straight 4 days, which was my bench. My deadlift will be the next video. After deadlift, we did assistance, and then after assistance, we did squats. Squats were done at Thirst, and the rest were done at my home gym here in Plainfield. These band flies. This is one that we forgot to record the week beforehand. But if you remember doing the extensions from last week, it's very similar. Actually, here are the extensions. Very similar strategy to what the extensions were. The strategy behind that is just to bang out 50 reps with bands just as fast as you can, just to get a little extra blood flow in at the very last part of the workout. And especially flies I find are a little bit more difficult for me with my shoulder. I definitely feel it a little bit more in my shoulder if I'm not like super careful about it. I don't know. My shoulders always bugged me a little bit, and it's always going to be a part that I have to train around, but there's not much that really hurts it. The flies do aggravate it a little bit. But yeah, wrapping it up here, banged out 100 reps for tricep extensions, and we were done. Thank you for making it all the way through the first episode of week number 2. You can find us at WeArePRclothing.com, and I will see you next time.